sleep, and I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted, still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending, all the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes, big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful, I'm doing won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they book me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me, I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne, I used to wanna be like Nip with the Cuban link chain. I used to rap like Jay, trying to make me a name. Now all I do is C5, and I'ma stay in my lane. I could do anything I put my mind to, that's fact. I wanna be a so I start. I like so I went on and start flipping packs. I heard the drought 3 and said, dog, I'm a rap. I did that.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here's Pierre Strong to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
They go play action with Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete. The Jaguars at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago. And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Lawrence on the sneak, and this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that's to the left sideline.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Here's Jones. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. This complete to Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the end zone, it's Strong. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll send Kirk in motion right. A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence off play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4. Another tote for Etienne. And Etienne going to have a Jags first down as he gets this up past the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, kill. Hey, I'm gun. Go, let's go. Here we go.
ETN up the middle. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Hey, kill.
They'll run with ETN. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Colts 7.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. ETN once more. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Number 7, Zay Jones. No gain on the play.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. return there. Call it 13 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And shutting him off now open field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That turned into a very well orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Off play action, Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Evan Hall,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
From the end zone, it's Strong.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Now Lawrence.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Quiddy Pay.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. We are in it to win it. Yeah!
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Travis Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
68 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things invented.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Richardson. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Richardson working from the gun.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. The Jaguars going to go in and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Our last chance. It's all about teamwork. Come on. All right, fellas. One more time. Show what you got. Show.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
He's got Watkins on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Watkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
3rd and 16.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On the counter, it's Taylor.
And a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And good penetration here. They'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
I don't don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
On second down, a run with ETN. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Here's Lawrence. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line. Richardson to throw off play action. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First and 10, it's Richardson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. On first down, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Here's Zach Moss, who played high school football downstate near Miami. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gay's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Toss left side for Etienne. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 41-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Escapes the defender.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now Richardson rolling to his right.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for a possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Right there, hurt. 19 right.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
All right, let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to find.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
And the Colts pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Richardson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Got the ball back, baby. That's a nice play. That's a nice play, defense. On red.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Lawrence will throw.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Seriously, what are you doing with that play?
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Take right open.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence off play action.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. First and 10, Taylor now. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now it's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. Touchdown, Colts. Josh Downs from 21 yards away. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Colts 31, Jaguars 7.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
There you go. Hey, lion.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Ready. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 24.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Think right. Let's go. Let's get that touch. Here we go.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This 2nd and 4. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
That's on the tackle, Braden Smith.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Running left, Taylor.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Going for it on fourth, Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Richardson now on 2nd down. That complete to Downs.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Completion good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Richardson.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air.
And the Colts are able to stretch out their lead. Richardson will throw for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0-0-5. That's all we have left here in the fourth. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not